praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Noble honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways, the Akim, as well as you sisters out there listening and learning. The Akwatha to you also, I say Shalom. Leadership brother Khatis Agabar back with another lesson through the spirit. And just wanted to come at y'all with something, Lord willing, edifying this morning. And pretty much just gonna show y'all a video. This is a few days old, but nonetheless, you know, this has just been a constant topic for discussion this past week, man, which is the war between Iran and America. You know, I was watching a video from Kim Iverson the other day, and she had the one little professor on there talking about it as well. And this thing is going to continue escalating because it's prophecy, right? So I must just go ahead and play this for y'all. You know, Lord willing, to be able to find listening to those out there listening and watching. Fair use.
Couple of hours. News coming out in the past couple of hours today, July 20th, 2026, as we're hearing that the president of Iran has announced full-scale war is about to take place. It's about to be underway, and we need to all brace for the consequences of what is about to come. Let's go ahead and take a look at the latest headlines so that way you can see it for yourself. You can see here, just in, Iran's president Pezeshkian says that Iran is in a full-scale war with the United States. This coming out just a couple of hours ago. Ghalibaf, one of the leaders for Iran, he says Americans keep bringing new military equipment to the region and claim that they're after stopping the war. They bet on our intelligence being as brief as their own IQ. We've reached the stage of mastery in recognizing these American games, and on a basis we've prepared ourselves. Actions must confirm claims, not contradict them. You can see this coming out just a little while ago today, and you can see here breaking Iran's foreign ministry on Trump planning to invade Karg Island. Many people on Karg Island are counting down the minutes to finally meet the American soldiers. They're saying preparing for all-out full-scale war announced today, and you can see the headlines coming out today. Pezeshkian tells Iranians to brace for the consequences of a full-scale war with the United States. Not only are we no longer in the MOU, but they are saying this is not a minor war. This is not tit-for-tat escalation. They're preparing to pull out all the stops to escalate this to full scale. Now, man, let me know your thoughts in the comments, because for the 9th straight night in a row, we have seen the United States pummeling Iran with attacks. We're hearing we're degrading their capabilities, yet they're saying they're prepared for all-out full-scale war. Now, take a look. You can see this coming out from Carolyn Levitz from the White House. The U.S. military on Sunday night, last night, unleashed a 9th straight night of punishing aerial strikes on Iran, seeking to degrade Tehran's military capabilities after its attacks on American troops and ships in the Strait of Hormuz. You can see here the headlines: U.S. hits Iran for the 9th consecutive night as American casualties rise. You can see this coming out yesterday, July 19th, and coming out today, expansion of U.S. strikes on Iran leads to more retaliation across the Gulf. As we're hearing, Iran is hitting back. They're hitting U.S. military bases and assets all throughout the Middle Eastern region, and we've actually seen another soldier killed, identified in attacks that took place this weekend. As take a look, the U.S. military identifies 2 soldiers killed during the Iranian strikes in Jordan, and we're hearing another one has been identified and killed as well. So there has been a lot going on, but we're hearing this is going to full-scale, all-out war.
So yeah, man, you know, as we've been saying, bro, this shit is not gonna get no better, right? Why do you think they've been writing up, you know what I'm saying, documents and whatnot to implement the draft over the past few years, you know? It isn't like this is something this war has been planned for like the past 20 plus years, bro. 20 to 30 years, you know. It shouldn't just come to fruition when Donald Trump stepped into office. All right, Donald Trump's in office now. You know, let's go to war with Iran. No, this has been a strategic plan. That's why you have people, you know what I'm saying, professors and scholars and whatnot, saying that Iran has been preparing for this war for the past 20 years, while America has, in the words of Kanye West, it's the good life. They've been living the good life, you know? They haven't been preparing themselves. It's just like, you think, and it's like, you ask yourself, what the fuck have you been doing this whole time, you know? You are literally the fucking terror of the earth. But you've gotten so comfortable and so used to winning wars and picking on people that are smaller than you, to the point where you know what I'm saying, you just laid back and got comfortable with success. You never thought that these other nations will gain military power like such as yourself. But you are utterly mistaken, right? But you know, as I was saying, bro, this is just all prophecy, you know? It's just beautiful how the Lord works. Because he's put them in a situation where they can't remove their necks. You know what I'm saying? They're like Mekhi Phifer or LL Cool J. They in too deep, you know? But I'm gonna go ahead and get this. 2nd Ezra 26. Nah, so like 28. Behold a horrible vision and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried out as the wind. You know, you have a lot of nations, Arab nations, Muslim nations, whatever, who are over that land, and they're kind of divided right now, really through propaganda and through the media and Babylon the Great alliances and whatnot with some of these countries, like how they have alliances with Kuwait, you know, Qatar, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, things of that nature, you know. But it smell like shit. So like, but very soon, you know, those nations, which they already are starting to come together now. You know, they're starting to come together and really remember the heritage and remember that military might that they once had as the Medo-Persian Empire, you know? I have to show y'all that video. I'm not gonna play it, but I'll have to show y'all, pull it up, that video that I watched by Kim Iverson, man. But it says also the Carmanians, which is Persians, which are the Elamites, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the lands of the Assyrians, which, if your spirit can receive it, the Assyrians right there is talking about America, actually. But you know, Iran is already beating America in this war, you know, and America and Israel, these Israelis, I don't want to say Israel, but the Israelis are doing their best job to try and hide that from the public, right? They're doing their best job to try and hide that from the public, but the information is still slipping through the cracks, you know? They've made it to where people think that that America is winning. you know. And Iran is winning this war, and they haven't even, you know what I'm saying, this prophecy hasn't even come to pass yet, right? To the point where the nations are joining in together in battle, right? Because Iran, the reason why Iran is such a big threat, you could say, to that region is because they're not like the other nations. They're not laying on their back with their legs in the air, you know what I'm saying, ready to get fucked by Israel, the Israelis, the unrecognized state, and America, you know. And they standing up for what's going on over there in Gaza. And they backing, what's their name? I can't remember. I was gonna try and call it what my pops called it, but I can't remember the name. But the Houthis, you know, they're over there backing those people, because what's going on over there? The G word, the Jinn word. I'm not gonna say the full thing, because Esau Edom gonna get in their feelings, and I don't want my video to get struck down. But verse 31, it's a lot. Verse 31, it says, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, right? Because like I said, bro, the Elamites, the Persians, they had one of the strongest, like, empires in history, bro. Which people don't really talk about that, you know? They had a pretty strong empire that lasted for a while. But once Esau Edom came into power, you know what I'm saying, they put them in subjection as well. You know, India was up under British rulership for a very long time. You know, and of course their empire was so big that they spread to other lands over there in that region, which is why you have India, which is the main Elamites, but you also have Persia, which are Elamites as well. But you know, they forgot their military might, but now they're remembering it, and they're not backing down, and they're showing you they're no pussies, America. They're not scared of the tactics no more, because for years, you know, they've been at the back end of terrible propaganda coming from Esau Edom to make it seem like they're terrorists, or they're to be not feared, but you know, they're just really bad people, you could say. It says, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled and keep silence through their power and shall flee. Right? So that's all this is, man. They're remembering their true power. You know, they coming into themselves, and they're not scared to stand up to Babylon the Great, man. Which is beautiful, because that's just gonna lead to a series of more prophecies, you know, which will lead to the utter destruction of this place and World War III. This is World War III, bro. You got wars going on all over the place, global conflict going on, and it's only going to increase and get worse from here. And like I said, anybody that gets drafted, you're not coming home, bro. It was this one right here. Damn shit. I don't even think it was no ad when I first clicked on this.
Iran has shifted strategy a bit.
So yeah, man, Iran refuses to attack Israel. Why? You know, and the least of the flock have drawn them out, bro. You know, the least of the flock have drawn them out. If I could, I would pull out scriptures, but I'm getting to the point where it's a little bit more traffic. The least of the flock, which is Amalek, the small hats, the tiny hat people, they have drawn them out, bro. And they got America entangled into this war like they've been wanting to, you know. So they've accomplished their goal. And as servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they've accomplished their goals as well, man. Which is to get these people drugged into this war, you know. Through extortion as well, of course. Because Nero, best believe they're extorting that nigga, bro. Like I said in my lesson the other day when I was talking about it. Now they got their hand up this nigga ass like a puppet, and they controlling him. So he really can't do shit, you know? He really can't do nothing. Yeah, there's not much he can do. So I just say go ahead and watch this video at your own leisure. Of course, there's other videos as well, but just keep on watching these things, man, because it's only up from here. Really, it's really all I can tell you. It's only up from here. And the Lord spoke of these things from the beginning. Once again, we're gonna keep on saying that the Lord spoke of these things from the beginning. Once again, you know, there is no surprise as to why these things are happening on the earth. These nations benefited from our downfall, bro. So I can give me one more. Damn shit. Oh, they ain't even know. Hurt. There ain't no booth person up there. Well, anyways, like I said, this is gonna lead to a series of
Insert card or pay cash. Processing. Please wait. Thank you.
damn, I can't get no receipt, my nigga. Fuck it. I don't even know how much that shit was. But yeah, man. This is gonna lead to more prophecies, more destruction, and more woes on the earth. And so like I had to smash out on this nigga. More prophecies, more mirth of the land is gone. You gonna see more people just wait. Bro, I don't think I understand how much the Lord is about to turn shit up, bro. It's only July, right? We're at the end of July. July just went through that quick. Okay, I get it. We're about to be in August. My nigga. Just wait till winter come this year, bro. Shit is finna get crazy. The shit is finna turn up, bro. And it's gonna be, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Lord willing. Call Lord Yahweh Shimmy out shot. It's finna turn the fuck up, bro. We about to see some shit. I can feel it, bro. We gonna see some shit. We're about to see some shit. They're gonna have to come with some type of black swan event as well very soon. Esau Edom, they wisdom is gone. So it's like they gonna have to come with something very soon in order to get these people. I don't know how the hell they gonna do it. How they gonna distract the people, trick the people, whatever you want to say. Because everybody is kind of keen to their game plan now. So it's not, they can't really be deceptive like they once was. But yeah, man, this place is fucking through. That's all I can really say, honestly and truly. This place is fucking through, bro. So with that, just wanted to come at y'all with something quick and Lord willing edifying. I'm gonna close it off there by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Akakudash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone, once again, who taught me the truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom, and as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.